Hi, it's David C. Jones, and we are once again before the curtain goes up. And the curtain this time is not just going up on a show, it's going up on a whole festival. And I have some amazing artists here who are currently in Medicine Hat. They're on the road. Hi, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Anke.
I'm Lena.
And I'm Romy, and we are still hungry from Germany, Berlin.
I like the fact that it sounds like the people in Medicine Hat are just not feeding you. Still hungry. Oh, there you go. They are.
Wherever we are, always hungry.
Nice. Now, this was based on an event, a sociologist in Israel. Is that correct? And she spoke, I guess, truth. And people were like, "How dare you speak truth?" So, and you guys went, "Hey, let's explore that, but in the style of a circus." What?
Well, yeah, that is where we come from. Like our background is circus. And what the three of us, we wanted to make a new show together. What connects us also, like being colleagues and friends. We've been working before together, and we're all mothers. So there are a lot of issues about being on stage, just like that we want to go on with our career, even becoming mothers, and it's becoming with a lot of trouble and touring and raising kids and a lot of difficulties. And then we came also across to read about this study from Orna Donat. And yeah, and we also took this in, of course. Yeah, but it's actually, we're talking about our own issues with being an artist, being on stage, being a mother, and yeah.
Wow. So how do you incorporate circus into this? It's funny because I did an interview with a company from Vancouver doing a show called Ries, which I don't know if you guys will be in town in time to see it, but it's a circus show too. They have a giant spider in their show. It's like it's the all circus show right now. But how did you utilize circus to explore the themes?
So, I mean, we talk about our feelings and we talk about our experiences, and so each of us has like a solo in the show. And Romy, for example, is a juggler, and she is juggling with laundry to represent how the stuff and the work at home never ends. And Anke loved going out to clubs before she had babies, and she's doing an aerial straps act on that, so to represent the feeling of freedom when she was going out and how she's now nostalgic about this time.
Wow.
And I'm a contortionist, and I make an inspection of my own body and how it changed after giving birth to my children.
Oh, wow.
Very
Okay.
physical, and we also have some acrobatics, the three of us together. And yeah, there are a lot of images that represent the issues of motherhood, and also the issues that we met in the circus world.
So you've been traveling about. How long is this? Because you're in Medicine Hat. Have you been doing a North American tour, across Canada tour, or have you been like, no, we've been on the road for 6 years now. We haven't seen our children.
So we're just like now on tour. It's our second stop here, and we will continue in Alberta and then come to Vancouver. And then we go up to to Whitehorse and then to Toronto area. And we
Oh.
have 5 weeks now in Canada. And last year we have had one festival in Newfoundland in St. John's. And then before we toured in Europe more, like we had festivals. We were 1 month in Edinburgh in the Fringe Festival. So the premiere was 2018. And then we started performing the piece, but then of course COVID came, and then there was a long break gap.
Yes,
we
of
had.
course, of course. So now is that sort of how it works? Like you guys got into Newfoundland, so you were in Canada, and while you were in Canada, the people from Newfoundland, as well as yourselves, were quickly telling all the other Canadian presenters, "Hey, this is what we are. You've got to check us out. We can come back."
I think the tour here while we're here, it came from Edinburgh actually.
Oh,
We performed there. There was especially one woman from Vancouver who saw us, Heather. And she networked with all the other, like she helped a lot to bring this tour
Together.
to life. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was postponed for 2 years because it was already supposed to happen last year and the year before, but because of COVID, it was just postponed.
now you're all parents, because you're talking about what you've had to sacrifice. Your kids are getting older. Are they starting to go, Mom, I hate that show?
Yeah, they're always asking when you're gonna do something new, and or sometimes when we change stuff, they're like, "Oh, but before this was cooler," or like, I mean, they have a totally different perspective. But they haven't seen it for quite a while, and in the beginning, of course, they saw it, but I have the feeling like they're totally like standing behind us, and they like, I mean, like they're in the show, not in the show, but like you can see them, and we interviewed our kids, and we have like, yeah, so this is also like part of the show, so they are somehow always in this.
Nice. Do you have to update the videos if you've been doing it since 2018? Because
No,
I'm not a parent, but I assume your kids grow quite frantically.
They do, but we leave the video like it is, like it's like a still from when we created the piece, which is actually very nice because it even makes us more nostalgic to see how time passes, how everything changes, and it's really it stands also for itself. It doesn't matter so much that the age is different from the kids. It still has the same message, or the themes stay the same. So we feel like there's not a real need yet to update it.
Exactly. There's parts in the show where we speak live, and we kind of always update what kind of state everybody is in, and about the age, and also about the age of the kids or the relationship. And so this we can always update, and then when you see maybe the video or hear the kids, it gives you a feeling of this long-term process being a parent, what changes, so which is actually nice. So we could leave the video as a time document or something.
There's this Vancouver group, they did a show called Mom's the Word, and they wrote it when there was 6 actors, and they wrote it when their kids were babies, and then they did a sequel, Mom's the Word 2, then they did Mom's the Word 3, where it was Empty Nest, and same thing. I think their kids are like, stop writing shows about us. So what, I'll just ask you a couple other quick questions. What was if you're traveling around, what's a place that you go, oh, I want to go back there because the place was so special, so different from Germany?
Oh, I think every place has something very special, but we just came from Quebec City, and it was really, really nice and very welcoming and warm. And I mean, there's a big circus community there as well. So
of course.
that felt very special. And yeah,
St. John's also was really nice.
Canada.
All of Canada.
And it's really welcoming to us. It feels like you're our crowd.
And they're
It's-
feeding us.
Almonds. Yeah, it's tricky. Canadians always say we're so nice, but of course, right away you need to be suspicious because if they're having to tell you they're nice, they're obviously up to something. All right. Well, here's your chance to sell the show. What we'll do is we'll go down the line. So each one of you will have to look directly at the little green light, the camera, and you're going to tell these people, yeah, you know, go see everything at the Femme Fest. But what you have to see is Raven. You guys know you're in Femme Fest, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. So you have to convince them to part with their money and buy a ticket to your show. So you can each outdo each other.
It's not our expertise.
I think that's why you hire marketing people, right?
Yeah.
All right. Who's going to go first?
I can go.
Okay.
I can. You
Okay.
have to find something new.
Yes.
Whatever.
All right. Ready and action.
I really want you to go and see the FEMME Festival, but of course you have to come to see Raven. That's our show. Bring everybody, bring your moms, bring your partners, bring all of your friends, and come and see Raven in Vancouver.
Good job. Now you have our friend here in the middle. You have to maybe build on that going, here's what you're going to experience when you see Raven. And action.
I'm not getting this. Selling is okay. I need to do it again.
Okay.
I didn't.
And action.
I'm really looking forward to meet you that you come to our show, Raven, because I think you're gonna have a really good time seeing our show. It's a bit of everything. You're gonna have a little bit of circus. It's physical theater. There's strong images which people can connect to, and we really hope you're gonna leave emotionally touched and with the urge to talk about this very important subject.
Nice. Okay. Now you
What
have
else
to,
to say?
I know. You just have to do cleanup, I guess. You just have to go, here's what wasn't said that I can say why to see it. Well, know what you could say, because we're going to put up the ad for the show and do all these photos and stuff. But you, because you're only doing like, what, 4 performances or how many performances?
No, more.
6.
And we have one double show. I mean,
Yeah.
5 to 6.
5 days and 1 day double. So 6.
Right. So you can say something like that, even though I just did.
What should I say?
How many
Think about, you got to see it because it's going to only be in town for a little while.
Oh, okay.
And you can say, we come all the way from Germany.
Oh, okay.
Okay, say all that. Ready and action.
No, it's fine.
Action.
Okay, come and see us because we came all the way from Germany to see you in Vancouver. We're there for 5 days and 6 shows, and come and laugh and cry with us and stay after the show so we can chat with you.
Wonderful. You guys are awesome. I hope you're having a great time. It looks like you are. So thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye.